And of course Congress isn't going to investigate, and Mueller isn't going to report on the corruption behind the investigation of President Trump. I went back and I got this, the IG report that talked about the Carter Page FISA warrants, in part, that talked about the, did it talk about the FISA warrants? I don't remember, but it talked about Lisa Page and Peter Strzok, those text messages, how McCabe lied, the number 2 at the FBI, Comey's misconduct, other misconduct by the FBI, the cover-up of the Clinton email scandal. This document is, it's heavy. It's over 500 pages. And then there's an appendix that's another 50 pages. Why isn't Congress following up on this appropriately? Why isn't Mueller being asked? Because Adam Schiff, the head of the Intelligence Committee, has said, well, this Mueller report, any part of it is kept private. I'm going to subpoena Mueller. Well, is he going to subpoena Mueller to ask him about his abuses of power? Of course not. Is he going to subpoena Hillary Clinton's campaign to talk about their use of Russia intelligence sources to create the dossier? Are they going to subpoena Mrs. Clinton's lawyers? Why aren't Mrs. Clinton's lawyers being questioned? Well, they were implicated in the destruction of documents. They hired and tried to mask through those emails. Remember those emails that were deleted? They were deleted by Hillary Clinton's lawyers at her direction. Is Congress going to question them? Is Congress going to question her campaign finance lawyers who disguised their hiring of Fusion GPS in federal campaign finance filings? Are they going to talk about bringing their lawyers in and talk about and ask them about their communications with the deep state FBI to target President Trump? We know those communications took place. The top FBI lawyer admitted to it on the dossier. We also know that Mrs. Clinton's lawyers talked to the FBI's top lawyers about the Clinton email issue, the emails that were found on Anthony Weiner's laptop and their investigation. And they were scrambled to respond to Mrs. Clinton's lawyer. None of that's going to be followed up on by the Democrats. And I guarantee you it's not going to be followed up on adequately by the Senate. And are they going to ask Rod Rosenstein finally, who's now heading out the door, are they going to ask Rod Rosenstein about his discussions to overthrow the president through the 25th Amendment improperly invoked, and to and Rosenstein's decisions and discussions to tape President Trump in the Oval Office and spy on him that way? Who's doing those investigations? Is the Justice Department? No, not that I can see. Is Congress? No, not that I can see. Lindsey Graham has expressed some interest in doing it. I hope he does. Judicial Watch has dozens of lawsuits in court on all of these issues. Russia collusion is over. They're abusing President Trump by targeting his personal finances and business practices, whether it be through Congress or the Southern District of New York. You hear a lot about that, the Southern District of New York. Serious investigative team up there. This is the U.S. Attorney's Office up there. Well, those are deep staters up there investigating President Trump again. They're not being supervised by a political appointee because, like Jeff Sessions had done, he's recused himself. And they're basically working hand in glove with the Mueller operation. There's no single greater expenditure, I would suspect, I don't know for a fact, but I would suspect, on any other investigation by the Justice Department than this Get Trump effort.